everyone, I'm Megha from Couple of Expats, and today we're talking about surviving winter in Finland 101. If you're new to our channel, at Couple of Expats, we talk about life in Finland and the Nordics, and you can't talk about this topic without addressing a very important topic, which is the winter. So we are spilling the tea on how to survive that, so stay tuned. So some people are more excited about winter than others. I happen to be the type that wasn't excited about winter at all. I was very nervous about how winter is going to be, especially since I was coming from a completely different climate and I didn't know what to expect. But it's already been 5 winters for us in Finland, so I'm happy to say that now we have learned how to not just survive, but how to cope and how to even enjoy ourselves in the winter time. And we want to share our tips and tricks for those who are new to Finland or who are planning to move to Finland, so you can enjoy yourself also during the period of November to March, which is a very large part of the year, and we don't want you to shy away from the cold, but know how to face it. First, let's talk about cold weather. So it's no shock that Finland is cold. That doesn't come as a very big surprise. And depending on where you're moving in Finland, the cold can vary, with Lapland and northern Finland being much more cold. Southern Finland, on the other hand, has milder winters in comparison. But in southern Finland, there's also a very strong wind chill because of the presence of the archipelagos, the sea right next to the big major cities. So here the cold kind of feels more cold than it actually is because of the temperatures plus the wind chill. Now, the temperatures usually in southern Finland vary between 5 degrees and minus 20 degrees, but this can also vary a lot from year to year. For example, right now we are filming in January, where the normal temperatures would be somewhere around minus 10 or less, but it's to my surprise, it's around 0 degrees. So it really varies, and global warming is also influencing Finnish winter as it's influencing everything. But here are some things that you can do to stay fit and feel good during the chilly times. Remember to stay hydrated, drink plenty of warm fluids. Remember to hydrate your skin, use moisturizers, lip balms, because the cold air is really going to start affecting you. And of course, it really depends on how you dress, but we're going to talk more about that later. And unfortunately, if you thought the cold is the worst part of the winter, it's not. It's the dark, short days. And that is what I feel like majority of people have the most difficulty with, because the length of the day is between 6 and 7 hours. Now, Finnish summer can be the days are very, very long. It can be 10, 12 hours, but the winter days are extremely short, which means when you get up in the morning to when you reach work, it's still dark, and then by the time it's time to leave work, it's also already dark again. So that is something that majority of people have difficulty adjusting with, because it affects energy levels and circadian rhythm for most people. And here are some suggestions for how to deal with the darkness. So the darkest months of the year in southern Finland is November and December usually. So during that period, you might want to consider getting extra sleep to deal with the fatigue. You might require more sleep than you usually do. You might want to consider getting a bright lamp. There are certain lamps that you can use that mimics the rising of the sun that you can use as an alarm clock, or you can use a bright lamp while working in the morning to just get more, to feel more enthusiastic and energetic. Another suggestion would be a more expensive suggestion, but still worthwhile, is if you can take a break from Finnish winter and travel elsewhere and get some extra vitamin D, that helps as well. And our personal favorite is looking forward to Christmas and planning Christmas, so the dark months pass a teensy weensy bit faster. So layers, layers, layers. The reason layers is so popular is because the air between the layers also acts as an insulating layer that keeps you warm, and while your body heats up, you have the option of removing a layer to prevent from overheating. So it's worth investing in a base layer, for example. Merino wool base layers are very popular for being the first layer to wear, and then you can wear a pullover or a sweater or hoodie or whatever you would like to wear on top of that. And when shopping for the outer layer, which is your jacket, you want to look for something that is wind resistant as well as water resistant, because we have plenty of snow and wind, and you probably want to look for something that has a hood to protect your head as well. Now, the system that we're using is that we have different jackets and coats based on what is the temperature. So if it's +5, we're using some light jacket or coat, and then when it gets colder, we have heavier, thicker jackets. Now, if you are very new to Finland, don't worry about investing in many outerwear at the same time. It's definitely possible to start out with only one jacket, so try to choose wisely, and over time as you live here, you can of course expand your wardrobe according to your own needs. So staying healthy. It's a very important aspect during the cold months because your body is already exhausted from fighting the cold and the darkness. So it also happens to be the time where the maximum number of viruses and bacteria are circulating, which results in a lot of people being ill during this period, since flu season is also peaking during this time. Now, we don't have a magic solution for you, but here are some things that you could do to try to stay healthy during this time. Making sure that you are taking your vitamins, especially vitamin D, is very crucial since there is a lack of sunlight. Multivitamins are also something you can consider taking as a supplement. Now, eating a balanced diet, including plenty of fruits and vegetables, could also help to make sure that your body is getting all the nutrition that it needs. You could inquire if your healthcare provider is providing the flu shot before the winter season starts, and that is something that you can consider taking. And while physical health is very important to maintain, it's also noteworthy that this is a period where a lot of people struggle with their mental health in terms of seasonal depression. So we recommend you to try to be vigilant in terms of both your physical and mental health, and you try to take care of both during this period. Staying active during the winter months. So that is personally something I did not do for the first couple of years I was here. I was more of a sloth during the winter months, and that is something I urge you against doing because it's not very good for your health overall, and considering winter takes such a big chunk of the year, it's good to be more active during this time of year as well. Now, you might find it difficult to want to get out and do these physical activities, especially when your energy is already at an all-time low, fighting the low light levels, fighting the coldness, but it is definitely something worth investing in. Personally, we do find it a little bit difficult at times, especially since it's so cozy indoors and you can be snuggling under blankets and have candles surrounded and be eating chocolate. It takes a little bit more motivation to head to the gym, but on the days that we do it, we feel the difference and think that it's very important to do it in the long run. Also, you might want to consider taking up some fun winter activities such as ice swimming or skating or skiing, which can be fun during the winter time. So learning how to adapt to the cold weather and even learning how to enjoy it is not something that happens overnight. At least that's what we saw in our case, and especially in my case, because I've had such a challenging time with learning how to like the cold weather. But with adapting new habits, such as trying to get extra rest, trying to dress more appropriately, and finding fun activities that I'm able to do all year round, has helped me during this time of year. And it's already our 5th winter in Finland, so we have survived, and I can proudly say that at this point we have even learned a little bit, not fully, but a little bit, of how to enjoy the cold. So there you have it, our take on surviving the Finnish winter. Thank you for watching, and we hope you found these tips useful. There is also a detailed blog on this topic at coupleofexpats.com. And if you've enjoyed the video, please remember to give a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And we hope you stay healthy and happy this winter and winters to come. See you next time.